Okay, we're going to do problems from Unit 10, checking progress. Number 1. Marge earns $D an hour. Tom earns $5 an hour, more than Marge. How much does he earn per hour? Well, we know it can't be 5 times D because it doesn't say 5 times is more. And we know it can't be D minus 5 because it says $5 more. It could be, the answer is D plus 5 because there is D plus $5 more. And we know that it obviously can't be D plus D because it says $5. So the answer is C. Next question. Marge's aunt earns twice as much as Marge. How much does she earn per hour? Well, we already know the answer is 2 times D because twice as much as D. 2 plus D would not work because it says twice as much. And D minus 2 would not work because it says twice as much. And then it says twice as much, it doesn't say half. Twice as much, D. So the answer is A. Number 3. Write an expression that shows how much Marge earns in 40 hours. Well, I wrote D times 40 equals how much Marge makes in 40 hours. Because D is how much
in 1 hour.
And D is how much she makes in 1 hour, and then 40 hours. So if you do D times 40. Number 4. We're gonna fill out this chart. It says the copy machine in the school office can make 40 copies a minute. So we're gonna fill out this chart using that information. So we already know that 1 is 40 because it tells us that one copy machine can make 40 copies a minute in 1 minute. So 1 is 40. We know that 2 has to be 80 because 2 times 40 is 80. We know that 3 has to be 120 because 3 times 40 is 120. We know that 5½ has to be 220 because 5½ times 40 equals 220, or 220 divided by 40 will equal 5½. Up at the top, 4½ times 40 will equal 180, or 180 divided by 40 will equal 4½. Now we have to fill out the chart using our answers. So what we did is we did like 140, we went over 1 and up 40 and put a dot. And then for 280, we went over 2 and up 80 and put a dot. 3 120, over 3, up to 120 and put a dot. 5½ 220, over 5½, up to 220, and then 4½ 180, up to 4½, up 180, and then we connected the dots. Now we're going to be doing can balance problem. Okay, now we're going to be doing can balance problem. So next problem. 1 apple weighs as much as how many marbles? Well, in can balance, everything you do to one side, you have to do to the other. So if we take away 3 marbles here and 3 marbles in there, that will leave us 1 apple, which weighs as much as 12 marbles. Next problem. 1 block weighs as much as 4 marbles. We know that because, same thing. If there's 8 marbles over here and 2 marbles over here, right now the can balance is balanced. So 8 divided by 2 is 4. So then if we take one of those off and take 4 off, there will be 4 marbles. 1 ball, next problem, 1 ball weighs as much as 10 blocks because if we take away 1 block here and 1 block here, 1 ball and 1 ball, 3 blocks and 3 blocks, we'll end up with 1 ball, which weighs as much as 10 blocks. Next problem. Sean wrote an equation but covered one number. 15 plus 7 equals blank plus 12. What is the covered number? Well, we know it has to be 10 because 15 plus 7 is 22, but 12 plus
blank equals 22.
So 12 plus 10
is 22.
22. And 15 plus 7 is 22. So the answer has to be 10. Now, that's it for math today.